People's Court, next on MyTV Tampa Bay.
Way to go. Were you intoxicated?
I went back and talked to the police officer.
Were you intoxicated? Yes or no?
No,
Were you
I was
intoxicated?
not.
Then why did you leave the scene?
This is the plaintiff, Alejandro Miron Avila. He says he was working at Hungry Howie's as a delivery man when he heard a huge commotion outside. Turns out the drunk defendant slammed a golf cart into his car, damaging it something awful. When the cops arrived, he was rolling around in a puddle covered in blood, and turns out he's been arrested 3 other times for public intoxication. He's suing for $1,575.87, the amount of his damages. This is the defendant, Barry Benson. He says he hit a puddle of water, lost control of his golf cart, and hit the curb. He didn't, however, touch the plaintiff's car or cause any damage to it. His golf cart has a tiny scratch and surely would have been ripped to shreds had it done damage to the plaintiff's car, as he claims. And just for the record, he wasn't drunk. He's accused of bad driving. The defendant has filed a countersuit for $1,500 for slander.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
Everybody's talking about the Honorable Marilyn Milian, the hottest judge on television. Real cases, real litigants. Here in our forum, the People's Court.
You seated and come to order, please. Litigants have been sworn, Your Honor.
Thank you, Douglas.
You're welcome.
Okay, Alejandro Miron Avila.
Yes,
you
Your
are
Honor.
suing Barry Benson for $1,575.87 in damages to your car plus lost wages that you anticipate during repair time of your car. Tell me what's going on.
Well, basically on that night,
What night is this?
June 21st. It was a Saturday night. I was working from 6 till around 1 o'clock, and basically I was just inside, doing like what I was supposed to do. Like,
Where were you working?
I was working at a pizzeria called Hungry Howie's, and basically I was just working that night. Me and the manager were both in the store. I was just doing what I was supposed to do, which is before the end of the night. I was just getting ready to close. And then all of a sudden, we heard this ringing, and my manager, pointed out that it might be something. It might be the buzzer being that you can ring from the outside to signal somebody from the inside.
In the back?
Yes.
Okay.
So we opened the back door, which is where all the drivers go back, and then as soon as I
What
opened
was
it,
your role? You do what for Hungry Howie's?
I'm a delivery driver.
Delivery driver.
Yes,
Okay, so
but also I was closing that night. So when I went outside, I saw a golf cart rammed right into my Protege, and I'm the only car parked back there.
Protege
basically.
being your car?
Yes, my Mazda Protege. I was basically parked, so it wasn't like in anybody's way. It was parked where it's always supposed to be, so it can get out of the way, so nobody can hit it or whatever. But this golf cart was rammed right into my car. So as I keep
Did you see
walking
anybody
forward,
in the golf cart?
No. As I keep walking forward, though, I do see a man rolling around in a puddle covered in cuts and bruises, and he's bleeding. And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, this guy's, obviously hit my car. But first, let me get some help, because the first thing I was taught, in law studies school, in law studies class, that you don't touch somebody if he's been in an accident. And this guy looked like he was seriously hurt. So I called
You learned that where? In
my
study?
law studies class, yes.
Law studies?
Yes, I took a law studies course in high school, just so I can dip a little.
They tell you don't touch him? I would
because
think that would be in medical studies. But anyway, whatever reason, you pick up the phone, you do what? You call 911?
I called 911.
Okay.
Basically, just to get somebody over here so they can at least document the accident, and also get Mr.
Oh, I
Benson some
imagine
help.
to get him help too, right?
Of course, and get him help
rolling
as
around
well.
in a puddle.
Of course.
Okay.
I don't want to touch him at all because of the fact that I might actually.
Did you think he was
worsen the
intoxicated?
Yes, because later on I was looking inside his cart. He had like a whole bag full of empty beer cans, and plus also. That night, I also did a little research on my own. It turns out he was actually at a local bar and they told me that basically the manager told me that he was drinking profusely. After that, he basically.
So he's rolling around in the puddle.
He's rolling around the puddle.
You pick up the phone and you call 911, and what happens?
And after that, 911 answered my call, but they didn't send an ambulance or a police car until like 15, 20 minutes later. But this man, he's rolling around, he's struggling to get back up, and as soon as he gets up, on his own will, he gets back inside the golf cart. I managed to take away the keys of his golf cart, so he doesn't keep.
So he can't flee.
Yes, but this man, he did not look like he had no clue what was going on. He just kept on demanding for his keys. Well, meanwhile, his golf cart was rammed inside my car.
Okay.
So I was just trying to keep him from fleeing the scene, but he managed to flee anyway. anyways because he started walking off, and he's limping at that moment. So I didn't want to tackle him. I don't want to do anything to push him down, or anything like that. I wanted the police to come by and settle the matter. That way they know exactly what to do.
Okay.
So this man just walks off in the middle of the night, and all of a sudden, he just disappears. I don't know where he went. The police came by. They don't know where he went. Nobody can find him. He walked off back basically the same way he came, which is where, I guess, from the bar. I guess he tried to go back there because he was thinking probably, I don't know, maybe I left my golf cart.
Did you ever find it? When you say I did a little research, you mean just asking around in the neighborhood business? Did you ever find out where he went after he fled the scene?
Well, yes. I realized later on that his wife picked him up. This was later on when I had.
How'd you find that out?
Well, when I found out who he was, who the person.
How'd you find out who he was? The police did because the golf cart was registered to him?
Well, the golf cart was basically picked up by him after it was towed. So the next.
So he's the guy who picked it up at the impound?
Yes. And they gave me his name, and after that I was able to find him.
And after that, you were able to...
After that, I just researched him on a website that basically lets me know if he's had any previous arrest records, and I did find him,
And what did you find?
I found his phone number, his address, and, his other convictions.
And what other convictions?
For DUIs.
How many DUIs?
Around 3, Your Honor.
Oh, that's okay. Well, can you hand those over to me? Mr. Benson, what's going on?
I was up at the establishment playing poker. That's what I was doing that evening. A little bit.
Okay.
Okay, I'm not going to tell you I wasn't. I would be a lie.
Did you crash into his car?
Yes.
He has a right to remain silent, but not drunk. The testimony continues.
How many times have you been convicted of DUI, sir?
Twice.
In your life?
In my life.
Okay. And were you licensed to drive a golf cart, a car, or any kind of motor vehicle on the night in question? Or was your license suspended from the DUIs?